Okay, this should be working in a sec. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hello, is this working? God. I hope it's working. Can you see me? Let me just check. Hello. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can see all your all your comments now. My laptop's being so slow. And I'm gonna have a bit of a thing. Lol. Okay. Hello. Oh, what a nightmare. Oh, okay. I'm glad you can see me now. It wasn't focusing. I was like, why is it? I couldn't get it to work. Anyway, we are here. Well, there's lots of you already commenting. Hello, everybody. Nice to see some new faces and some returning faces too. Yeah. Hello, hello. Hey. Hello, everybody. Miss ya. Nice to see everybody. Nice to see you, Josh, again. Hey, yo. Hi, guys. This is fun, isn't it? Right, okay. Let me get up that little post I put earlier, and maybe I'll start with a couple of questions from that, because that's kind of there were a couple on there that were just like, when are you going to react to insert thing here? But but there were some good questions on there as well. Oh, do you like my new? Well, it's not a new setup. This is an alternate setup, which I kind of thought might be quite good for lives, and also music making things, because I've got my keyboard, and my laptop and everything. I thought that might be quite cool. Okay. So we had a few questions. Okay. So the first question I'm going to ask, this is from 11T7. Hello, 11T7. If you're on stream, I don't know if you are. Oh, hello, Mexico. Hi from England. We did this last time, and it was like there was so many different people from different places all over the world. It was so cool. Anyway, yes. So the first question is, who's an artist that we urged you to react to, and when you did, you were underwhelmed because of all of the hype. Now, I haven't thought about this. I think I might have to. To be fair, like, most of the recommendations have been really good. Sorry, there's a bit of a technical hitch. It might be a bit delayed. I hope you can still see it. Not maintaining enough something. Well, it should be fine. Anyway, whatever. We'll just continue. Let me know if the stream quality is bad for whatever reason. It's giving me a couple of errors. I don't know why. Anyway, okay. Let me have a look at the playlists because I can't remember. Voted. So, to be honest, there were so many good ones that people asked me to react to. I think probably the one that the artist I haven't listened to as much, and I guess therefore, it's kind of been a bit underwhelming, is Halsey. Now, I know that, like, a lot of people really, really, really like her, and I reacted to Manic, and there were some good songs on there, some enjoyable stuff. Hello, Sam from Mexico. Oh, I'm glad Thank you. Yes. There were some good songs on that album. But it was all right, you know. And then I did the if I can't have power, I want. If I can't have love, I want power album, and people were raving about that. And to be honest, like, I don't know, like, I felt like I could appreciate it, and that's what I kind of focused my reaction on, was like, what do I appreciate from these songs? But to be honest, there wasn't really very many songs on there that I listened to afterwards. It's not really my vibe. I felt a bit underwhelmed by Halsey, if I'm honest. We're gonna start with a negative note with this particular question, but that was one of the questions I got, so just saying. A few questions that are you going to react to? Insert blank here. I mean, the way I choose my reactions is, I mean, I'm like discovering all the time, because I'm discovering with as I did the hyperpop video last week, that included a lot of people's suggestions and a lot of people's suggestions for videos, and has done really well. But I think that's because it was kind of in a broad sense, because it was a slightly broader video. So I might be able to include slightly smaller artists in a kind of like broad like genre video. So you might see, like, I'm going to be doing more of those because the hyperpop one's been doing really well. So you might see more of that there if there are smaller artists that you want me to do. But like sometimes it's difficult to justify doing like a full on album reaction for somebody who won't necessarily, you know, grow the channel that much. And like, as much as like discovering their music would be great, it's kind of, I've got to kind of pick and choose at the end of the day. Yeah. So, yeah. So there are kind of a few, like, so would you ever react to Avril Lavigne's older music? So, potentially, yeah. I think it would be quite cool to do a video like discovering all of her old music, because I only really know the singles of Avril Lavigne particularly, but I love the singles, to be fair. And I quite like the new one as well. But yeah, so potentially we'll have to kind of see. Oh, the dog you hear in some of the videos. No, that dog is not my dog. It's actually my landlady's dog. My landlady lives in the house with us. There's like 7 of us, and she lives on the bottom floor. And her dog is called Minnie, and she's very lovely. She's very sweet. And yeah, there's a lot of sometimes Minnie's sister, well, not related dog. It's a different dog, but it's like my landlady's kid's dog comes around to stay as well, and that dog's called Rudy and is very, very loud. Minnie's usually lovely, but she does bark at the door when anyone comes to the door, so that's kind of what you hear sometimes. And it's like, I'm trying to record, come out. Yeah, I don't have any pets myself because obviously I'm renting the room. Did have a family cat. She died last year. Cry. Yeah, anyway. Where is the Norming effing Rockwell reaction? Oh, well, you just have to wait a bit longer for that one. It is coming soon, though, to be fair. But I want to hype it up a bit more. Have I had Magdalene by FKA Twigs? I haven't. That has been on my recommendations for a while, so I might bring it back into a vote again. Yes, potentially. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah. I've heard about it, Melly Martinez. Like, I'm very excited to see new content coming from her, and there's a lot of you guys who absolutely love her. So yeah, I will be reacting to everything she puts out. If she puts out a single, I will do it. If she puts out the full film, I will do it. If she puts out album, I'll do as much as I can, because those videos do really, really well. And a new album reaction, I'm sure, would be great for the channel. So yeah, definitely. Okay, let's go back and not you ignoring my questions. I don't remember seeing you say a question. Ready, set. Oh, will I ever be reacting to Birdie's Young Heart? I don't know. Maybe. Depends. Like, I kind of... there's so many recommendations from so many people that like it is really difficult to like cut it down and actually pick out the ones that are going to do well for the channel. But yeah, like we'll see how these things go. Birdie has a big following, so that might be quite a good one to do. But yeah, potentially. And I might include her in like a general reaction where I like do like, I don't know, like something a little bit more broad, like I was saying earlier, you know. Yeah. Oh Jesus, there's lots of stuff going on here. Aurora's new album is out in 7 days. I know, I will be there on the day it comes out. Don't worry, my reaction will be up the same day. I'm very excited for Aurora's new album. I've actually not heard much of it. I've heard Cure for Me and something about Feelings. What was it called? The single that came out in October. I wasn't that enamored with that one actually, to be fair. But I haven't. Apparently, there's like the Giving In to the Love is the one that came out, right? There's another one that came out last year that I've purposely not listened to because everyone said that I'm gonna love it. So I've waited to listen to it for the album. So yeah, get excited for that. I'm so excited for Aurora's new album. I've actually got tickets to see her in April, in London. So yeah, I might see some of you there. Am I from the UK? Yes. Sorry for the little hiccup there. My program's a little bit rubbish. I haven't heard the two new ones. I've purposely avoided them. I really want to like be able to react to most of the album in one go. React to Willow, Bring Me the Horizon. I mean, maybe I've heard a couple of Bring Me the Horizon. They're Scottish, right? They're really cool. aka Lizzie Grant. I'll probably get onto it, but I just didn't know where to find it. You know, because I went on Spotify and it wasn't there. So yeah. I mean, I guess it'll probably be on YouTube. Mitski, hasn't Mitski got a new album coming out? I might Oh, they're from Sheffield. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try and go back through some of these questions. Okay, so Samuel or Samuel? Can I call you Sam? Says, what's your favorite album of all time? That's a very big question. I mean, Born This Way is up there. I'd say, what else? Oh, I was such a big fan of Owl City back in the day. So Owl City's Ocean Eyes was an incredibly important album to me as a songwriter and producer and everything as well. Chromatica. I think Red is actually up there, to be honest. Although I discovered it via the channel since then, and with the re-recordings, I adore it. I absolutely adore it. I'm trying to think of. Let's look at my records. Melodrama is up there as well. I mean, 30s now, kind of getting up there, to be honest. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. There must be something I'm forgetting. Oh, the 1975's. I Love It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It. Again, one of my favourite albums. So there's like 6. On any given day, like I tell you a different one would be number 1. But like sometimes it's like as you kind of get older, I think that the albums that you love change and your relationship to albums change. So like when I was 16, my favourite album was Owl City, Ocean Eyes. And then I think the year after it was whatever's All Things Bright and Beautiful, his next album. Do you know what I mean? But then like I was really into Jessie J for a while, and then I got really into Gaga, and since then actually my music tastes have really opened up a bit more. So, yeah. So basically, 21. Oh yeah, obviously 21 is right up there as well. Anyway, Oh God. Okay. If my life was a movie, which song would you put in a way that would express me the best? Maybe something from Aurora. Um. Uh. Maybe I'll go with What was? Oh God. It's, um. I'm gonna have a look at my favorite songs because I'll probably be able to pick out one of those. Uh. Probably. I don't know. That's such a hard question. Um. I don't know. It's really hard to define like myself in one song, but I would definitely. I think I would pick something from Aurora because she has so many songs that are like about loving art and being like super passionate in terms of like um in terms of how you kind of walk about the world and being like soft and being like emotional and stuff. What's the song that says you can be emotional? And I just started crying my eyes out straight away. uh, the River. Ah, yeah, The River. That would be it. Yes, 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 yes. So The River by Aurora, I think, would be the song that would be in the movie of me because it's like it's about like being able to cry, you know, just like my whole thing. I think that's kind of like I see myself as somebody who is can get very emotionally vulnerable, and I find that as like a key part of my personality. Yeah, but yes, NFR is coming soon. Um, um, oh, deluxe songs on Sour. Well, I might have to do that. Dawn of Chromatica. Um, I think as much as hyperpop is like very much music that is opening my mind and broadening my horizons. In terms of what I love to listen to, the hyperpop stylings of Dawn of Chromatica weren't really like on my repeat listening. That being said, the free Rina Sawayama's remix, Rina and Clarence, their remix of Free Woman was really really good. And I've got my fingers crossed that Rena's going to support Gaga at the Chromatica Ball this year, and that they're going to do that together. That's my dream. We don't know. I hope it will happen. Um, my fruit reaction. I actually just recorded that today. So it's not coming next week because we've got Aurora, but the fruit reaction will be there the week after. And then if you guys want me to do Love and Fear, I'll do Love and Fear as well. Um, how much music of today's do you pull inspo from when you're writing music of your own? I'd say it's a mixture. Um, Actually, I say quite a lot. Actually, that might like I know a lot of songwriters say that you should not pull too much inspiration from that which is super popular at the moment. Um, but to be honest, like that's the music I love to listen to. So yeah, I don't know. But I don't tend. I think the difference there though is that I don't pull a lot of inspiration from a lot of the kind of chart songs of the moment, but I do pull a lot of inspiration from the kind of alternate artists and their alternate album tracks, the ones that really catch my ear, like like Melanie Martinez and Aurora, and you know, and Marina and Rina Sawayama. Like Rina is really. I listened to a podcast of Rina the other day, um, on tape notes. The one and it was they basically reunited Rena and Clarence Clarity, her producer, to talk about how they made the album, and they went into real like forensic detail about the production and the recording process and the lyric writing process and everything. And I just came away from it like, oh, I just want to make so much music. And yeah, like that So like, although I am inspired by current day artists, I wouldn't say I don't think my music will end up being behind the times because I'm not really trying to keep up to any trend. I'm just making it for me, you know. Um, but yeah, anyway. Um, but I like a lot of older music does inspire me less directly because with my parents I grew up listening to like a lot of Michael Jackson. My dad was really into Meatloaf. That's why my music is quite dramatic, I think. um, and my dad loved Daniel Bedingfield. He was also a really big like part of my musical upbringing. Queen. So there's a variety of tracks from the old days that kind of do um, inspire me on a kind of like in terms of like where my music comes from on a base level from my like kind of growing up. Um, yeah. Oh, an unpopular opinion I have on an artist. Well, if you saw my Ed Sheeran reaction, you might. To be fair, like I do like Ed Sheeran. I think he is a good songwriter. I just think a lot of the songs he writes are a bit beneath him. I don't think he stretches himself particularly. Um, so maybe that's my unpopular opinion. I don't know whether that's that unpopular though. Um, uh, I mean, I have an unpopular opinion when it comes to genre. I must admit, although I can like appreciate like no, I do have a specific artist, and that's Kanye. I hate him. To be honest, like he's obviously like one of the biggest artists in the world, but just like none of the songs I've ever heard of I've actually rated or really got. Maybe I haven't given him enough time, but to be honest, I don't want to give him any time. I think he's rude. I think he's like cocky. I think he's just the kind of person that I just wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to go into his world. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's my unpopular opinion, I guess. Maybe. Ooh, the best singer who reflects British soul. Do you mean British soul as in the genre or the who we are as British people? Because, mm, because British soul is in like soul music. I'd say somebody like Emily Sandé. I'm actually going to see her next week. That's why she's on my mind. Um, and she's got like the most beautiful voice, and I love her songwriting style. It's so just breathes. It's really stunning. Um, Not the genre. Oh, okay. The soul of the UK. I guess like anyone who has a sense of humor in their music, I think probably sums up the UK quite well. I think maybe Queen potentially. Um, yeah, potentially Queen. Like because they were fun and crazy, but they had like there's a real kind of tongue in cheek thing to it, and I think that's a real kind of center of what British culture is about. Um, well, there's a couple of questions about concerts. So there was somebody said, are there any recent concerts? So I actually went to see Wolf Alice last summer, and they were amazing. Like, oh god, I love Wolf Alice. That's the second time I've seen them, but like the album was such a special album to me. So to be able to hear it performed live was incredible. Um, I'd say best concert I've ever been to, probably well, it have to be Lady Gaga. I saw her the Enigma show in Las Vegas, and then the following night I saw her do the jazz show, and it was like one of those moments in my life that was just so like when you go to a concert and you're like, this is one of the moments in my life I will remember for the rest of my life. Um, Very much that. Um, Also, I'd say Jessie J. I saw her live uh, in Cardiff back in like 2013, 2014. And me and my friend queued up and got quite close to the front. And I just remember being literally blown away by the power of her voice. It was incredible. She was amazing. And also like went to see another really formative concert that I went to that like a little bit off topic, but one of the best concerts I've ever been to was actually with Owl City. He's a very introvert guy, so I wasn't necessarily expecting his concert to be much more than like, you know, us being, you know, seeing his music live. But like he really blew it out and like brought like massive like taiko drums and stuff and like had a full on band, and it was really really visceral, really really exciting experience. It was almost like more like a rock concert even though it was electronic. Oh, and Churches, I saw them at Fuji Rock and they were amazing. I love Churches, and I'm seeing them in March. I've got 3 gigs this year so far. No, 4, because I'm seeing Emily Sandé next week. Oh my god, 4 gigs so far this year, and I'm thinking about going to see Conan Gray as well. Yeah. What do I think of Doja Cat? I don't really think of her. If I'm honest, I mean, I, yeah, I mean, yeah, she's, yeah, I mean, she's done a couple of really catchy songs that I've had, you know, here on the radio. I'm like, ooh, fun. But I don't know. There's just something about rap that I've never really felt passionate about. I don't know whether it's like, I think it's partly because I don't think there's ever really been a rapper who's spoken about things that I really care about, you know, and which is much more of a kind of vulnerable, emotional thing, which doesn't come over in rap at all. It's all about kind of bravado, and I think that's why it switches me off so much. And I also love melody and singing voices and musicality. That's part of what I love about songs and songwriting, and a lot of rap and hip hop takes out a lot of that and makes it very about rhythm, which is fine. Obviously, that it's a kind of music. It's just not really up my street. So I should give her a shot. Maybe I should react to her. Might scroll back and see if I can find any other. Kane. Any spicy opinions on Hosier or Encanto? Oh my god, I loved Encanto. Oh my god, like I watched it and was like, I wish I'd done a reaction. Because I was sat there like in tears by the end. I thought it was so good. I mean, I love a good Disney movie. Oops. But like, yeah, oh my god, like there's something about Encanto that I really connected with her character. I guess it's the kind of like the younger sibling thing maybe. um and and kind of feeling like you don't live up to people's expectations and all that kind of thing. But what I absolutely loved about it was that as you went through, things weren't as they seemed, you know, like every single person in her family that she met, there was like an extra layer of what was actually going on under the surface, and through her like this kind of mission to like save the house, she was actually understanding her siblings more, and having like, and I personally, like, you know, like my relationship with my sister has always been a bit up and down, but I feel like me and her are in a really good place now. So I think I can't, and I watched it with her, so like I kind of felt that, you know. Yeah. Oh god, Encanto's so good, and the songs are great, and the Tocaba Bruno no 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 was such a good song. Anyway, yes, Encanto. Oh my god, so good. Spicy opinions. That's not really a very spicy take, is it? It's very much like probably what everyone's been saying about it. Tropico. Was that the that's the Lana Del Rey one? I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess I could do it. It's just one of those things that like there's so many different things to do all the time. It might happen eventually. Yeah. To be fair, I'm running out of Lana Del Rey content, so maybe I'll do it. Finally, she's got friggin' like 9 albums, 10 if you count the bonus tracks and whatever. Jesus, she's done me well. Oh, okay. So there's a more musicality in her older stuff. Okay. Well, maybe I'll give her a chance. Maybe I'll do a Discovering Doja Cat on the channel. That might be quite interesting. Petals for Armor, I've been recommended. I've been recommended Petals for Armor a few times. Actually, my best friend Ash, who's the one who got me onto Wolf Alice, he actually recommended I listen to that Petals for Armor album because it's got lots of visual stuff. It's like a visual album as well, isn't it? He said it's very concepty and therefore I'd like it. What can I say? He knows me. So yeah, I'll have to listen to it. I don't know whether I'll do a reaction, but because it's a bit late, you know. Oh, where do you stand when it comes to love? In love, looking for it, not right now. I'm always looking for love, basically. But like, I've got to a point in my life where there are things that I want to prioritize. I want to prioritize the things I can control, and I can't control meeting the love of my life. To an extent, like obviously I can, be social and be open to it, and that's kind of what I am. But I can't control whether it's going to happen or not. So in the meantime, I'm going to focus on my career as a songwriter and my career as a YouTuber, and yeah. And I think that like all this time I've had as a single man has actually kind of like I've had a lot of personal development, independent development, that I think that I wouldn't change for the world, Yeah. Yes, I'm single, yes. Lol. Don't make me blush. Also, somebody asked, what was the let me show you? That was really funny. And I was like, I don't know what you're saying. And they were like, oh. Where is it? It was really funny. Actually might be one of you. Oh, it was also 11:07. That can you see? Oh no, you can't see that. Lol. It basically says, "Are you?" and then it has the finger painting emoji, and I was like, "What does that mean?" Like, and then she said, or he said, or they said, "Sorry for the confusion. It means gay in Twitter." I was like, "Oh, okay." No, I don't use Twitter, by the way. And yes, I'm gay. cis male and gay. Is how you'd put it. Oh, okay, Josh, you got another question from the thing, from the post. Is there a particular song or album that you're excited to listen to this year? Yes. I'm excited to listen to Aurora next week, obviously. Excited for whatever Melanie's cooking up. Who else has got stuff in the works? I feel like a lot of the big artists put stuff out last year, didn't they? But they're the ones at the moment that I'm really excited for. Yes. I will do Poppy at some point. Cool. Thanks for the recommendations, Kimberly. Whatever vids. Yeah, no, Sam, I don't use Twitter. I use Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at SingSongDan. When are we getting the Marina Fruit reaction? Week after next. Put it in your calendars. It's the 28th of January. It's coming. Fruit on the 28th of January. After next week, we've got Aurora. I haven't seen Euphoria, no. I've heard lots of people talking about it, like in a negative way though, so I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it. Why did I why did I decide to start doing reactions? So actually so the beginning of this channel was a lockdown special, basically. We went into the first lockdown in March 2020, and for the first few months I was losing my mind. I was like, I'm going to do something productive every single day. So I was like getting better at the piano because I've always been a little bit rubbish at the piano. So that kind of worked for a bit. And then I was like, oh, I'll practice the guitar, and I did a bit of that, and I was like, okay. I couldn't write songs. I managed to flesh out a few songs that I had already been working on, but like couldn't focus. Hated having so much time. I was living at home with my parents as well, so it was like, you know, 4 grown adults cooped up in a small house was not fun. And then so I was like, I need to do something that's gonna, like, my plan was to come up to London, and obviously that plan got shifted along by the pandemic, and by like ended up being like a year and a half later I actually moved. But I was like, okay, I need to do something that will benefit me by the time I move to London, and will benefit me in my songwriting career. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I was actually watching, do you know Andrew Huang? He's like another music producer on YouTube who I love. He is amazing. He's so talented. He's really, really knows his stuff. And I thought, you know, I have a lot of knowledge on music. I've been making music since I was 16. And that's like, I've been doing all of it, you know. I do production, I do lyrics, I do melody, I do playing the shit piano and making it better. I do everything. And I was like, you know, there's got to be something, like, I feel like my opinion is kind of worth something as a YouTube channel. So I started off kind of thinking I would do lyric analyses, and I did one of those, and it got like 60 views, and I was like, oh yeah, 60 views, that's pretty good. And then the following week there was so that was for Stupid Love, Lady Gaga, and then the following week there was her Chromatica album came out, and I was like, oh, people do reactions, that's a thing, so I'll just do it, see how it goes. Hopefully I'll get I said to myself, hopefully I'll get more than 100 views, because then that's better than last week. And after the first 24 hours, I already had 3,000 views, and I was like, okay, there's something here. People are resonating with what I have to offer in a reaction, so I kind of followed that, and so that's kind of why the channel has kind of become a reactions channel. It's just because that's kind of where the success was, and that was the way that's where I've been able to grow my channel in order to actually then put out my music and put out my opinion on songwriting in a way that to more people. Yeah, so that's where it happened. We were chatting about Lily Allen. Oof, no shame. I love that album. Like, I remember when it came out, I only just got Spotify, so I was like, ooh, I can listen to this without buying it. How exciting. Lol. This was literally in 2018 as well. Like, I was so behind the times. Anyway, yeah. And so it came out and people were saying, oh, it's really personal. Like, she's really opening up. She's come back after a long time and she's become super, super personal. And I listened to it and was really blown away. I loved it, actually. I really like What You Waiting For. I really like Trigger Bang. Really clever writing on that one. And what's the song that's really, really sad? There's a really, really sad song that I really liked. Let me just quickly look it up on Spotify because... Oh, come on then. I really like that one. Everything to Feel Something. Like, Jesus. I thought it was amazing. But oh my God, that's heavy. But like, I really liked it. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. That's really lovely. Yeah, 3 and Family Man. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, really like that. I like that. I like that we're sharing that opinion on that album because, like, not that many people that I'm friends with, you know, have like actually listened to No Shame, and I was like, listen to it, it's really good. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Alexander. That's nice of you. Oh, Julia Michaels is good. She's one of those songwriters who writes a lot of songs for other people, doesn't she? You have to check that out. Favorite song from Blue Weekend? How Can I Make It Okay? And then Delicious Things. and then Lipstick on the Glass, and then Safe from Heartbreak, and then No Hard Feelings, then Last Man on Earth. Fave Lana songs. Which are the ones that I've really listened to the most? I really liked Living Legend. I really liked Wild at Heart. I really liked there are a couple on Honeymoon that I really, really liked as well. Oh god. I literally can't remember the names of anything. It's a miracle I can make it through a reaction. Oh, Terrence Loves You. Terrence Loves You, I think, might be my favourite one ever. I love that song. Yeah, that's a really beautiful one. Oh, cute. Yeah, they wouldn't be reactions. So many people are like, react to Lady Gaga. And I'm like, would be a reaction. I'd just be sat there listening to my favourite songs that I've heard a million times. Oh, Drag Race, I do. I'm not watching the new one though. Yes, so I'm not watching the current season of RuPaul's Drag Race. So yeah, thanks, Dano. What are my fave queens? I'm not watching season 14 because they've taken it off Netflix in the UK and we have to pay for another service in order to watch it. So I'm not doing that. And honestly, it's got to the point that it's like there's too much, like too much. Like I really enjoyed All Stars 6 last year, and I enjoyed the UK seasons. But I tried to watch the Australia one, and it was awful. Season 13 was all right, but it's just too much. And so I'm just gonna stick to like they're doing UK versus the world that I'm excited about, so I'm gonna watch that. But anyway, yeah, my favorite queens, Trixie Mattel. It's my number one favorite. I watch her and Katia do every single week. And I watch a lot of Trixie's YouTube videos as well when she's like unboxing like bloody like doll houses and stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I just like watching Trixie Mattel. I really like Kimchi, brilliant artist Kimchi. Bob and Peppermint together, adore them. Some of my favorite, I really like Bianca Del Rio, obviously. Sasha Velour I really like. I like the arty concepty ones, you know. Manila. Oh, Jujubee. Oh, Jujubee. Poor Jujubee. Jujubee should have won All Stars 5. Just saying. Spoilers for whoever just said that they've only just started All Stars 5. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh no. Right, we're back. Favorite UK queen, Bimmy Bombulash, all the way, easy. Yeah, there's been some great ones. I really like Davida De Campo as well. Yes. Okay. What's the time? Oh, it's already 9:45. I'm going to have to log off fairly soon because I don't want to keep my roommates up. Oh, thanks. Nice comments. Thank you. Sorry for spoiling Drag Race. My favorite years for music. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite decade. I quite like a lot of the stuff from the 70s. And that's when disco started as well, and I love a bit of disco. But most of my favorite music is, actually, I guess probably noughties and 2010s. Because it's the music I grew up with, and I feel like most people would probably cite the music that they grew up with as their favorite decade. So yeah, late 90s and noughties. I mean, a lot of it was cheesy pop. I was very much a cheesy pop. I was into S Club 7, Spice Girls, all of them. Blue, all of them. Busted. Oh my god, Busted. Gay Awakening. Bimini should replace Boris. My favourite singer queen, what, from Drag Race? Don't know. God, I'm getting sleepy. When is the NFR reaction? I'm not gonna tell you. Soon though. Keep an eye on the channel. Is all I'm gonna say. Okay. I like, you don't necessarily have to put music in brackets. I would understand. My top 5 favourite artists of all time. Lady Gaga. Adele. Honestly, although I'm still new into the Swiftie fandom, Taylor. Yeah. I'd go there. And this is not necessarily an objective top 5, but these are the ones that like have moved me the most, I think. And then a toss up between Church's 1975 and Wolf Alice for like British band representation. I know that's not an answer. I'm looking at my albums to kind of give me a hint. Maybe Emily Sandé, actually. As you can tell, I really like female artists. If you haven't guessed from the channel. I think I have heard Barbara. Wait, was that an album? Or was that a single? I can't remember. I've seen a few ones from her. I do quite enjoy her retro vibes on her songs. But her songs don't necessarily, like, I haven't found any of them particularly. I'm talking about Trixie Mattel for everybody else. Her songs, I haven't necessarily found them particularly moving, and that's kind of why I listen to music. So, you know, I've enjoyed it, but yeah. What singer is the hottest? Who's the hottest? I mean, Justin Timberlake. Yeah. He was like the background of my phone from like the age of like 19 to like 23. Though I know that he's a bit of a weirdo, and obviously we never forgive him for what he did to Britney, but I do find him hot. My favourite Ariana Grande song, I actually did a list back in the day. God, that was ages ago. I think about 20 people watched it though, so... what did I actually put on that? I think I put No Tears Left to Cry. Yeah. That album was my favourite one of hers. Like, I felt like after that, as much as, like, Thank You Next had a few really good songs, I feel like Sweetener had, like, for me, like, the best Ariana Grande songs are the ones that really showcased her voice the most. Which is kind of what she's about. What TV show is the best of all time? It's not Lost. I've never seen Lost, actually. My favourite TV show of all time is Breaking Bad. Also BoJack Horseman is a close second. I mean, and for like how much it was important to me, Glee. I know it's very Glee, Breaking Bad. Very different. But yeah. Yes, I'm gay. Yeah, no, I've never been interested in women. Honestly, like, that was always the weirdest thing about coming out and that whole process, was that, like, it was the most natural thing to me in the world for me to like guys and only guys, and like it just, it was so strange because people were like, oh, it must have been a really confusing time for you. And I was like, well, actually, inside of myself, it wasn't at all confusing. It was the thing that made it confusing was the fact that I was getting bullied um, before I'd even come out, before I'd even realised that I was gay. So, and the kind of the amount of people being weird about it and tentative about asking me and all this stuff, that was what was weird about it. Anyway, yeah, I've gone off on a tangent, but yes, I'm gay. The OC still exists. I mean, come on. I mean, I've only seen a bit of the OC because my sister's favorite show when we were younger. But I did see the scene where she dies in the car crash, and that was sad. Um, favorite instrument, keyboard. I probably, I don't know. I would say, I sax. Sorry, yeah, lost my thing. Right in the middle of talking about saxophone, I just think it has so much emotional bandwidth. You know, like you can go really quiet and really intimate. You can go really sexy and really like confident, or you can make it really loud and really jubilant and really exciting. Yeah, I love a saxophone. Also a synthesizer. Yeah, sorry, I know I got frozen for a bit, but I'm back now. I should be. Um, Yay, Kimberly. Yeah, like that's kind of the thing is that like it's it's weird, isn't it? Like it's the most natural thing to me in the world is liking guys. And I still come across a lot of people who don't really get it. Oh, that's fun. I guess it is a little bit of a dad instrument, isn't it? um, I might do the pink print at some point. I don't. As I said, rap isn't necessarily my vibe. But then like I might do like a songwriter discovers rap video. Because actually that you know could maybe it'll change my mind. That'd be quite a cool video to do actually. Okay, so any more final questions now before I log off because my housemate is probably pissed off at me chatting to the camera. Oh, I've heard Pills and Potions. I do like that one. Any more questions? I don't know how. I have dyed my hair. Go on my Instagram and scroll back far enough, and you'll see I used to have grey hair, like white grey. I loved that actually. I wouldn't do it now though because now it's long. Like it's really it gets really dry at the ends and stuff. So I wouldn't really want to do anything to it at the moment that would damage it anymore. Unfortunately, I mean I might do a few highlights and stuff because I've been watching Queer Eye and they look really good, like the kind of like subtle highlights. Um, I I don't think I would listen to unreleased songs. Um, it's just something that feels like not right about listening to leaks. Uh, it kind of feels a bit like you're not respecting the artist in a way. Like, I mean, go ahead and listen to the leaks as all you want. Like, that's I'm not going to judge anyone who would want to do that. But I just think personally, and for like the channel, I don't know whether it would. I want to promote supporting artists, for the work that they do and that they earn money on. Sorry about my streaming program is rubbish and just likes to crash every so often. Um, yeah. My favorite song on Sour is Favorite Crime. Also, Kimberly, thank you. That's very lovely of you to say. Oh, okay, ones that are done live. Huh, that's interesting. Why the hell is it? Why am I? So far behind. Anyway, that's weird. Yeah, sorry. Getting distracted by my weird ass setup that's not really working very well. No, I haven't. Actually, I'm not very good at catching up on music videos, to be honest. Oh yeah, someone asked a question about that album earlier, didn't they? But I can't remember what it was. Right. Any more last questions for anyone? Anyone? Yes, I am. Next week. My reaction will be up at 9 p.m. UK time next Friday to Aurora's new album, The Gods We Can Touch. I've gone into filming mode. So make sure to be there on the day of release for my reaction. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. I love Aurora. I'm probably going to cry. Oof, yeah, go to bed. Oh, it's 10 o'clock for me. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to go to bed, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to try and do a live stream maybe once a month. So yeah, so to make sure to like keep an eye on the channel, and yeah, if you want to join in and do more questions and stuff, then I look forward to it. But let me know via, I don't know, comments on things. Maybe maybe like the YouTube comments, like the comments section on this video, on the replay of this video. Let me know if you have any ideas for other kinds of live stream, because I don't want to just do the same thing every time. I quite like doing my top 10 songs last month. That was quite fun, but obviously I can't do that every month, lol. But yeah, so let me know if you have any ideas and leave them in the comment section. I would appreciate that. Yeah, things that you would like to see in a live stream. Hiya, Alan, we're just going. Soz. You're too late, mate. You're joining an hour late. Yes. Cool. Yes. For anyone who didn't see, updates on what videos are coming out. We've got Aurora's new album next week. We've got Fruit reaction the week after. Potentially Miski the week after. I'm just not sure how well the video will do if I do it. We'll see. And then NFR soon. Sorry, Alan. I'm glad you liked the weekend reaction. I really liked that album. It was really good. It was a bit of a nightmare to get that video out, because obviously I had a video already planned for that day. So I was like, bugger it, I'll just do it anyway. And worked hard the whole day to get it out. But yeah. Cool. Okay. Right. I'm gonna love you and leave you, as my mum says. I will see you again soon for another live stream, but if not, I'll see you in the comments of my upcoming videos. Cool. Bye, guys. Bye. Just make sure that it actually plays by.